Hello, 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 hello. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, wherever you are, whatever time it is when you listen to this. Welcome to my channel. Let's get the business portion out of the way. This is the reading for Life Path 6. Okay, for Life Path 6. Alright, y'all. That's part 1. Part 2. Like, share, subscribe. Go ahead, give me that like, right? That share and that subscribe. Let me get that about you. But for real, y'all, we're gonna be reviewing for Life Path 6 right now. This deal that comes into place with Life Path 6. Okay. Uh, the life path is determined by your date of birth. Okay. Your destiny path is determined by your name. I'm thinking I might do a video on it. I don't know yet. But on the destiny number, but your life path is determined by your date of birth. Okay? Alright, so we're going to be reviewing, whatever messages come through just for life path 6, right? It doesn't necessarily have to include Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or anything like that. I mean, it could. If it don't fit, don't force it. If it does, don't ignore it, right? But just get a good understanding of it's not going to be about zodiac sign. Okay? Alright. So it's that part. The other thing is we're gonna be reviewing what it is you got going on right now. Okay? We're gonna be reviewing what it is you might have going on in some of your situations and what could be coming in and realistically just looking over those things, okay? Alright. So within asking for assistance, asking for help. Shifting, changing, being cold. How the spirit changes. Okay. How the spirit would change the offer. For being cold changes the offer. The spiritual offer. In regards to expansions. Life Path 6, this makes a lot of sense. Typically 6 deals with organization, health, also that step right before you're being guided, and it'll help you determine. Life Path 6, I know you give more of like a counselor vibe, health and counsel, primarily because you're a part of that getting to the end of things. Is kind of what I'm getting from it. Okay. Within there being this influence of being loving and nurturing, how one would nurture one's strength, the expansion that comes within nurturing one's strength. All these cards are coming out as influences, or other people would say crossing, right? But come off as influence and blockages. Okay. Within the offer that would come with one winning at all costs. Part of this is going to be about that winning at all costs, but the other thing is going to be about there being a truth for every pentacle, and the offer, how an offer in itself would be costly, is what this is giving. Or an opportunity, a new opportunity, job, all of it in regards to the expansion. Expanding the healing of one's cups, of one's okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right, is giving orifices, right, is part of it. And if you're a Life Path 6, you really do need to check in regards to what it is that will be going on with your strength. I say this because within the whole what it is to nurture and nourish your spirit. One of the songs that I kept hearing, and it's coming up now, is by Cher, Cher. Do you believe? Okay, believe in life after love. And even in that statement, do you believe in life after love? She's asking that as a direct question, but what it is after you experience what someone else would constitute as love is the implied meaning throughout the song. Okay, wasn't even paying attention to that part. Um, and then two parts came out with what it is that would be nurtured and the strength of love not being fulfilling. And not love isn't a wish fulfillment. Love not being a wish fulfillment for you as a life past 6. Oh my. And then there being not being enlightened. The overall essence of not being enlightened in the offers in the offers cost. And then there being the jealousies that come within asking for assistance. Within loving oneself and the meticulous and tediousness that comes into thought with one coming in inspiration and coming in with their inspiration and their thought, the inspirational thought. A lot of this is, yeah, the thoughts that happen at night, loving oneself at night, love the night. Life past 6, let me go ahead and tell you, you got a lot of stuff that's going on with a lot of people cards, right? So it's a lot of different situations that would be coming into place too within for you. And within the whole asking for assistance, something that you would have to pay attention to is whether or not you would have apologized. It's certainly one of them. Another one would be about jealousy. Another one, even still, would be about, the uh, clarity in the telepathy aspect over the course of a month, right? What it is that would go on with whether you ride or you walk. Yeah, because I'm going to go ahead and say this because the whole do you believe in life after love? Okay, some people is some people like to use the terminology of falling in love, but falling hurts, right? Life past 6, falling hurts. So, do you want to walk in love, or do you want to fall in love, or do you want to walk in love? That's something that you really need to pay attention to. But even in regards to loving yourself, right? What it is you will have that will go on with loving yourself and the whole aspect of within one being nurturing and nurturing one's strength. Yeah, love wouldn't be enough. Yeah, because you can't, as much as we would love to say we could, but you can't eat love. Well, technically that's not true because depending on what it is that the person would have made, it could definitely taste like love. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying when people know how to cook. But even in that regard, the other portion of it will be about some twins, right? That you could be dealing with. That's something else. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio twins is given more so the Pisces aspect, even though it's realistically a Cancerian card, right? Or a Cancerian identifier. But the different ways that love is shown for masculine and feminine, and have in within this, right? So, and this portion is trust and magic, right? It came in reverse, so it being one's nature not to trust in magic. Oh, and then it being love that you are different. So in regards, yeah, loving. Okay, so life path 6. Some people are. What this is giving is some people are magical like that, right? Others are not. You should be grateful for whoever you are because there comes a set of responsibilities. Whether you are unique like that or you aren't unique like that. Okay? Just because you may not believe in love in the, I guess you could say, traditional sense or romantic sense, because all this is giving a whole bunch of cups. It is. It's giving a slew of cups. So it's a whole lot of emotion and a whole, yeah, it's just a whole lot of emotion. And feelings come in a variety of ways, right? So you just got to be mindful of that, life path 6, because your emotional health is really important, okay? Especially within this whole seek, you don't look inside yourself. It be in your nature not to look inside yourself. You look at everything around you, and then you act on it, but you don't focus. So it's like you looking, yeah, you look to everybody else except for yourself. It's given it's given the whole am I the problem situation. Like that 6 is what you're dealing with. And it very well could be that you are, of course. If you got, you could be. I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you aren't. I'm just saying if you have to ask yourself those questions, you really need to look through it, okay, and get a good understanding for yourself. Oh my goodness! But especially within this whole uh, dynamic of being in the spirit of loving yourself. Okay, stay strong and reveal your truth. Okay, so within this, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you hide, or not Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, life path 6. This is given that you're hiding. It's given that you're hiding it. And I'm saying Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio because on the first line, right? It'll be about what constitutes as being nurturing. Nurturing, loving, and that being a strength or a quality. That's part of it. The other portion of it would be certainly some Leo essence uh, that'll come into place, and then the overall essence of just being patient. Okay, you gotta learn to be patient, like past 6, especially with who you are and where you're trying to go and what you're trying to accomplish. Because right now it's not saying it, but this is giving the feeling of being stuck. Part 1, part 2. It's a lot of stuff that would be coming in for you, right, as a wish fulfillment in love, right? Within there being apologies that'll come into place. Maybe what it's given is if you apologize to somebody like past 6, it looks like you will get your wishes fulfilled. That's what that's given. But you gotta apologize first. You gotta apologize first, okay? In regards to trusting the magic, revealing your truth, and seek your answers within yourself, which would require for you to focus and then act. You can't be, yeah, regardless of what your sign is, life past 6, you can't just do shit. Okay, let's see what your angel guidance is. Yeah, because this looks like a whole bunch of situational stuff like past 6. Oh my god, you profane. And it's realistically dealing a lot with what you constitute as shifting your thoughts, and I was just going to say shifting your thoughts and winning. What constitutes as a win? Emotional sensitivity. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. Okay. And power animal. Your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. If you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. The guide box, write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper. Okay, what I'm gonna go ahead and say is I'm saying guide box, but it's giving like a treasure trove or a treasure box or something like that you might have. Okay, that you put into a special container called a guide box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Okay, and the other thing is if this didn't really come out, but it's a place where you would have gathered all of your thoughts and stuff. Maybe a prayer box or something. I don't know. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers in ear chakras. So, if you, what this is giving is, if you're going through like a whole bunch of stuff, right? You're trying to figure out how to apologize or how to do something better, right? What this is giving is the angels present to you uh, through emotional clarity, right? What would be the best thing for you to do within focusing on service, right? Now, what I'll say to that is, with the whole guide box situation, it may not be for you to put something in a guide box. It could be for you to create an actual guide box. I'm going to read that part again. Okay. Write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Now it's saying God box, but you could do this for, whichever deity is that you're working with. Now the other portion of this is you got to make sure that your offer is sustainable, okay, to whatever it is you're going to be asking. Okay, yeah, to help, because a lot of this is going to be a reflection of your self love, or the way you feel about yourself. Okay, so and you not having the enlightenment and getting enlightenment on certain things. All right. So hopefully it helps you guys out just a little bit. Gave you a tad bit of an inclination as to a few different things it is that will be going on. If you like to schedule your own personal social clarity, you can do so at Lightwork and Lightwork LLC. Otherwise, right, like, share, and subscribe, okay? And remember, light work, it ain't light work. It is not light work. It's not light work. And that's why you have to stay light while you work.